Hello, and welcome to Harbor Light Software support video on how to use SAFIS eTrips online. In this video, we're going to go over how to set up your favorites. In our previous videos, we went over how to log into the web-based app, how to check your fisherman info to make sure all your information is correct in there, and how to use the main working screen. So, if we're ready to begin, we can select favorites on the left and begin to add in our favorites. Notice as we work through this page, we want to fill out all the fields that are highlighted with this yellow right here. Those fields are mandatory. So first, let's add in favorite trip headers. We can do that by selecting the blue button right here and working through this. State landed. Rhode Island is good with me. Select a port. Scroll through the list of ports in Rhode Island. Vessel, select from all vessels. This will bring up a drop-down menu. Make sure that you are looking in the state that your vessel is registered in. So Rhode Island's perfect, and we can search for our vessel. Once we found it, simply select it, and it will throw it into our favorites right there. And our favorite trip header is all set up. Next, let's select our favorite efforts. We can do this by adding an additional effort, once again with the blue button, and working through this. Waters fished in state. Select waters, state waters inland, state waters inshore, federal waters EEZ, or international waters. First, if we select state waters inshore, we're going to be prompted to select a state. So let's scroll down, find our state, and then select an area. If you're fishing in federal waters, we can go back over here and select option 3. We're obviously not going to be prompted to select a state, so we're going to select not applicable. Areas fished, select from all areas. This will bring up a drop-down menu where you can search using the area code, whatever that is. So we have to fill out all the fields that are highlighted yellow. So we have a couple over to the right. Gear, hook and line, trip quantity, hours and days, and total number of gear in the water. Once those are filled out, your favorite effort has been all filled out correctly. And once again, you can add additional efforts in there for other trips that you might regularly be taking. And then they can be ready and available for you for when you're ready to report. Next, let's add in favorite species. On the left here, you have a list of all the species. We add them in by clicking on this blue file next to their name. And that will bring up market grade. And we just have to select that market grade, whichever one it is. We select that, and it will add in our fish right here. So you can take a couple minutes, scroll through this list, select the species that you would normally be catching in your area, and selecting their market grade, and adding them into your favorites list. Once you've added in all your species that you think you'll be actively catching, we need to go out and fill out a couple fields for these. So on the right, to the right of them, we'll see disposition, where we can select a disposition. Food, bait, research, dead discard, released alive. We can go in through and select whatever is desired for all these species, and select a sales disposition. No sale retained, no sale retained. Maybe sold to dealer. So, once you have set up all your favorite species with their corresponding dispositions, you're good to go for favorite species. Scroll down. Next, we can add in a dealer. Once again, select the blue button, and we can search for a dealer here by entering in their dealer permit number. I'm just going to scroll down and select one just to show you. It throws it right down there, and you'll be good to go. Add an additional disposition. If we select this about 3 or 4 times, it will give us about 3 or 4 dispositions that we can select from, and then you can go through the list and select the ones that you believe you'll be using. Food, bait, released alive, discarded dead. So now that we have finished setting up all of our favorites, all we need to do is scroll back up to the top, double check to make sure that all the highlighted fields are filled out, and we can select this green save button right here. Favorite saved, thank you, green check. So it will give you a little notification if maybe you were missing a field, and it will tell you which field you're missing. You just have to scroll back down and edit that field, and then you'll be all set. So this is how you set up your favorites in SAFIS eTrips Online. Thank you for watching, and our next video will be going over how to put in trip reports and negative do not fish reports. Thank you.